Muslim community in Minnesota to fully support and endorse President Trump.
Peace, family. I really like that content creator's approach. I'm going to speak on that later. I want to focus on this guy that's giving Donald Trump his full endorsement. Right before he said that this message is coming from community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders. And they're giving Donald Trump his full endorsement. When you do that, in essence, what you're saying is we accept this guy for good and bad. And see, and the fact of the matter is, when Donald Trump is in his private life, he has no history of elevating the quality of life of people around him. So we never dealt with the bad associated with Donald Trump, nor the good. These people gave Donald Trump their full endorsement across the board with no body of work to justify it. And Donald Trump accepted it. And here we are 9-10 months into his administration. And not only has his level of frustration to these people has risen to the level that he's calling them out, he's saying that they need to get out the country, period. And he said that their country of origin stinks. No solutions, no policy changes, no nothing to correct these people's behavior. Just get out and leave. But the fact of the matter is, these people, the vast majority of these Somalians in Minnesota are U.S. citizens. That means they passed the test to become citizens of this country that Donald Trump, you yourself, would never have passed. A few months ago, you did an interview in the Oval Office where you had the Declaration of Independence hanging on your wall. And the reporter asked you, what does that mean to you? You stated that it means exactly what it says it means. A document of unity, love, and respect. If you had put that on your entrance exam to become a citizen of this country, I don't care what you put on there after that. You could have had every other question correct. Your access would have been denied. And you got the nerve to sit up here and talk about these people in this fashion, and you're the sitting president of the United States. First, the thing is this: we could not just stop at pointing out the hypocrisy of this government or Donald Trump, because as the original content creator was stating that the people of Dearborn, Michigan, found out, which is right down the road from here, and now the people of Somalia about to have the same revelation. People who endorse Donald Trump only to come back and have it bite them. We have to realize, what is the purpose of a governing system? And the purpose of having a government is to coordinate the efforts of the people so that as we navigate through our lives, our rights, freedoms, and privileges are protected, our peace and prosperity is secured, and we don't infringe upon anybody else's rights, freedoms, and privileges. That's the purpose of a governing body. There should be no poverty, there should be no crime, there should be no disparity, no corruption in a governed society. And that's bottom line. If the people of Minnesota is doing exactly what Donald Trump said that they're doing, they're acting as if, they're functioning as if they're not governed. So what are you taking their money for? You have failed these people. And not only did you fail the people, but you said that you want them out of the country. And not only do you want the people of Somalia out the country, their representative also, Ilhan Omar. You said that on national TV that she supposedly either married or wanted to marry her own brother. And that should get her out of office. And like I said, the hypocrisy of this country and Donald Trump, I don't know which one is greater. Donald Trump, if what you said about Ilhan Omar is true, which either if it is or not, I still will sue you for that. But what about your behaviors? Your behaviors, Donald Trump, is not alleged. It's been documented. You said on Howard Stern's show how hot your daughter is. You said on The View how you wanted to have, how you categorize sex with your daughter. You said on Wendy Williams' show, what do you have in common? When your daughter said business and something else or whatever, Donald Trump, the first thing to come out your mouth was sex. It wasn't business. It wasn't golf. It was sex with your own daughter. And then your other daughter, whom you said already has legs like a mother, and you're just waiting now to see if she developed breasts like a too. This is what you said about your own child, Donald Trump. So if Ilhan Omar allegations that you put about her marrying her brother, or want to marry her brother, is grounds for her to leave her office, her position, what's the grounds for you to leave yours? You know, when this country was founded in 1776, if its purpose was true from the beginning, now there are 50 states in this union. As we progress through society, the needs and interests of the people, as you adopted new stars into this union, should have been coordinated and categorized and standards set, limitations set, so that the peace, prosperity, rights, freedoms, and privileges of these people are protected all the way up into the 50th state, period. There should be no widespread corruption. There should be no widespread crime, no widespread drug addiction, no widespread mental illness, no widespread depression up under a governed society. If this is present up under a governed society, then what is your purpose of being here then? And for you, Donald Trump, if you think that you can be so frustrated governing over people to the point that you want to kick the people out, but no concern about the frustration of the people to want to kick you out. You see, like I say, we cannot just stop and point to the fact that Donald Trump is going to betray the people who endorse him. You see what he did with Elon Musk, who put $250 million into this campaign. Donald Trump turned on him. So if Donald Trump can turn on this guy, there's nobody he won't turn on. But the fact of the matter is, we had a way of governing our way of life before white people come along. And we need to start thinking about getting back to that. And even if there wasn't, when you look at the widespread corruption that Donald Trump has come out of his own mouth and said, what is our motivation to be so frustrated to keep this system of government over us that's failing us educationally, socially, economically, politically, industrially, judicially? There isn't not one safe haven of all the systems that this government has developed over the last 250 years to safeguard the people's way of life. The people do not feel safe. It is no longer about Donald Trump being so frustrated and telling people to get out. We need to get our own affairs in order and leave, and not leave this country, but leave this system of government and develop our own. Nobody's going to do this for us but us. So I'm going to end this video here. And as always, these are my thoughts, my opinions. I invite you to leave yours in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Ashe.